Hi everyone, my name's Amanda Rosenberg. I'm Google's Mobile Business Development Manager. And in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to talk to you about smartphones and the capabilities of smartphones. So you've already heard that mobile is big and that it's growing fast. And that's mainly due to the smartphone. It's given us that kind of functionality that we never had before. So instead of just talking, making phone calls, sending text messages, you can do so much more. You can now email, you can watch video, you can use maps. At the moment, and I think you've heard this, at the moment, Czech is at 25% smartphone penetration. So we as marketeers need to think about how that's going to change our businesses going forward with so many people connecting to the mobile internet every single day. So none of this could be possible without one magic ingredient, and that is the cloud. And when I say cloud, I mean data centers with vast computing resources that can be applied to a single task. So instead of talking about the cloud anymore, and I know I've got 14 minutes and 30 seconds to run through a lot of stuff, so sorry if I go too fast. I'm now going to show you the power of the cloud. So if we can switch over to the projector, please. All right, can everyone see my phone? Everyone at the back, can you give me like a thumbs up if you can see my phone? Awesome, some people are just waving. I wave back to you. Okay, all right, so I'm just gonna start off with something that is very simple, but I think is very powerful, and I don't know if you know this. It's the Google homepage on mobile. Now, we are really focused at Google on making things quick and easy for the mobile user, because they are busy, and if they want two things, they want it quickly and they want it easily. So as you can see here, this looks like a normal Google homepage, but we've adapted it for the mobile user, right? So at the bottom, it says restaurants, cafes, bars, and more, I believe. So if I click on restaurants, what this should do, it should give me up a results page. And bearing in mind, this is all in the browser. So as you can see, I've got a map and I've got a list of restaurants. But watch really carefully. When I scroll through, the map stays static. It stays still, but with each restaurant that I go through, the picture, as you can see, changes color. And so I want to stop at like a pretty good restaurant. The restaurant at Hotel Paris, any good? I don't really know. But I'm going to click there, and it's populated the dialer of my phone. So you can see in 2 clicks, I've been able to look for a restaurant in Prague and to kind of click on the call and get in touch with the restaurant, which is something that I think is really cool. Now, another app that we're kind of always working on, and you've seen it before in the intros, in the video, so I won't dwell too much on it, is of course, voice search. Has anyone used voice search before here at all? Hands up. Okay, cool, quite a lot of you. Maybe I shouldn't even do this demo. I'm gonna do it anyway. So voice search really exemplifies the power of the cloud. And I'll just show you why. So it's really good for things like long queries. So let's just say, and I'm going to have the mic off for this because there's too much feedback, but let's just say I wanted to see pictures of Maria Sharapova, Wimbledon 2011. All I would need to do is to click on here. Pictures of Maria Sharapova, Wimbledon 2011. And hopefully, wait. Can you see? It's actually, yeah, it's nailed it. And I've got pictures of Maria Sharapova at Wimbledon 2011. Not many of her at Wimbledon, just many of her posing. But as you can see, something like Sharapova, maybe if I didn't know how to spell that or something, Google recognized it, and the power of the cloud delivers it to me. Now, another thing, moving on from voice, that we've been working on is Google Translate. You've seen it on the desktop, and we've brought it to the phone. And I've shown this many, many times, but it still really excites me. So if you are in a different country, and I'm just going to do this in Spanish. How many of you have used voice search? Translate, hands up. Okay, about the same number who have used voice search. So as you can see, it's really simple UI. And all I need to do is actually hit on this and just say, if I wanted to say, can you tell me the way to the beach? OK, can I have the mic off? Can you tell me the way to the beach? And hopefully, any Spanish speakers in the room, by the way? No? Good. Then this is right. Oh, can you call me the way to the beach is nearly there. I'm just going to run with this. So what's really amazing about this is that not only can it bring back kind of what I've said, nearly, in the search box, but also translate it into a different language. But if I didn't have a great Spanish accent, I could, I'm just going to plug this in so you guys can hear. Sorry. OK, I won't be doing that again. But I can actually click on this, and you'll be able to hear.
Me puedes llamar al camino a la playa.
I'm just going to do that one more time.
Me puedes llamar al camino a la playa.
So that is really great, right? Because it's using all sorts of functionality of the phone, and it's really helping me out if I didn't have a great Spanish accent. So I'm going to take, actually, I'm not going to take out the sound thing, or else we all might die. Right. So the next thing I want to talk to you about, and it's something that we recently launched in Czech, is navigation. So you've all heard about kind of the importance of local maps and navigation, and in mobile it's even more important. I think kind of 1 in 3 searches that we see on mobile actually has a local intent. So navigation is really great. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So basically what you can do here is you can either speak your destination, type your destination, or you can have contacts and you can star favorites as well. I'm going to speak my destination. This may or may not work. So let's just say I wanted to go to somewhere like the National Museum. I could just hit this. So what it's done is it's recognized that I've said National Museum, and it immediately starts opening up a route for me, so I can actually have some driving instructions on how to get to the National Museum. So now I'm not in a car, obviously, so it's not moving with me, but normally if you did have this in the car, this would move with you, and it would show me kind of how to get to the National Museum from where I am currently. Other things you can add to navigation, which is really exciting, is layers. So if I wanted to see a satellite view, for example, I could just hit that, and it would give me, rather beautifully, like a real view of where I am. That is where we are, actually, exactly where we are. Great. And also, what's really useful is you can have layers for if you needed a petrol station or some cash. You can actually hit petrol station, and as you're driving, actually, you'll be able to see them. Obviously, we are not driving, but you'll be able to see them pop up along the way. So, as I said, navigation recently launched in Czech and is really exciting. You can get it from Android Market, so I hope you all kind of use that. So, moving on from kind of speaking, kind of voice search stuff and navigation, I wanted to show you our new visual search application called Google Goggles. And again, this is something that has been recently launched in Czech. So as I said, it's a visual search application. So instead of typing a search query or speaking a search query, you can now just take a picture. So Google Goggles uses kind of the same functionality as a camera, as you can see. So if I just go back, it's exactly like a camera. And if we just go to the slides for a second, I'm going to show you examples of the way that we actually use goggles. Slides? No? Shall I act it out instead? OK, so we're not going to the slides, and I'm not going to dance for you. I'm going to show you this, actually. This is, you guys can't see this. I'm going to put it under here. This is something that I saw. It's my first time in Prague, and I saw this, and I didn't know anything about it, and I was the other side of the river, and I wanted to know more about what this building was. So all I had to do was actually take a picture with goggles. So, sorry, let me just take that again. I'm going to take this sound thing out, so everyone cover their ears now. All right. Okay, so as you can see in the search results below, this actually showed me that it is the National Theatre. That's correct, right? Tell me that's correct. Yeah? Okay, awesome. So I can actually click on the National Theatre, and it's got the image for me up there, and it's got links to like Wikipedia where I can learn more about the National Theatre, but it also has a map, and I can click on there, and I can see where it is on the map, which is really, really cool. It also works with other things. So walking around Prague, I actually saw this. Again, I'll just show you under here. Does anyone know who this is by at all? Anybody know this painting? Yes? Shout it out. Yes. Okay, Muka. Let's see if you're correct. Okay, so I don't know that, right? I have no idea, and I don't have you there with me, unfortunately. So I was alone. And so all I had to do was actually take a picture of this. So I'll show you what happens. If we go back to, all right, so correct. All of you who shouted out, I think basically all of you shouted that out. I feel kind of embarrassed that I didn't know. Le fruit, is that correct? Have I just embarrassed myself again? Maybe, but it's by Muka, and that's really great. So again, I can learn more just by taking a picture of something. And again, it's quick and it's easy. Other things that goggles can be used for, and we are working, well, we did work with some advertisers in the US to do something called the goggles experiment, to try and understand where mobile sits within kind of the purchase funnel, where they're engaging with offline ads, online ads, ads on mobile. And what we did was we took the same premise of goggles, but we actually allowed some advertisers to put the goggles logo in their offline ads. So this is something from Buick Lacrosse, and as you can see, we've got the goggles logo there. So what that allows me to do is actually, if I take a picture of it with goggles, what you should see is instead of links going to search results, it's actually allowed me we've allowed them to put in their mobile site. So it effectively works like an ad. So when I click on it, instead of going to the search results, I actually go to their brilliant mobile optimized site. And again, this is the Lacrosse that they were advertising in this offline ad. So again, kind of always innovating within Google on things like visual search. So what else can it do? And this may or may not work, so bear with me. Does anybody do Sudoku puzzles? Hands up. Don't be ashamed. Yes, we all do. So I do, but I'm pretty bad. And again, this may or may not work. It worked for me earlier, but I'll just show you what else goggles can do. If we go back to the projector. So goggles has recognized that it is a Sudoku puzzle. So all I have to do is actually click on there, and what you'll be able to see is that I've got links to Sudoku. I've also got the image itself, and there's also something else there as well. Watch really carefully when I press this. It actually fills out the Sudoku puzzle for me, right? Pretty cool. Okay, so that's kind of a bit of fun, and we're not fun killers, okay? You could have attempted it first, but it's just to show you kind of where we're going in terms of innovation within our consumer apps for mobile. Now, I've got 40 seconds left, and I really want to kind of be in time, but I really want to show you kind of where we're going aside from apps. We have kind of released the Nexus S, as we all know, and it actually had an NFC chip in it. NFC stands for Near Field Communications. Hands up who knows what Near Field Communications? You're all pretty savvy with Near Field Communications. It's a short-range, contactless technology. I'll show you how it works now. So with so many devices now in kind of the marketplace, that you've got kind of you know, like tablets and phones and other things like that, the way we share content should be a lot easier instead of you know, how we're doing it now. And the NFC makes that really easy to share content. It also does great things like you know, mobile money and finding out more information. But this is kind of how I like to use NFC. So just imagine this phone is me, and this phone is my friend. Not we're actually phones. Okay, so this is my phone, and this is my friend's phone. And I'm reading something in The Guardian that I really like. So the 10 best Woody Allen jokes, right? And someone's next to me saying, hey, what are you reading? Oh, I want to read that too. All you have to do now is, if you watch really carefully, I've touched them together, and there it's appeared on my friend's phone, right? Really, really quickly and really easily. Other things it can do, and I've run out of time, but I'll just show you this last one. And this is really kind of common, is the sharing of video online. So just say I'm watching something on YouTube that I really like. I don't know if anyone's seen this, one of my favorite videos. I know I should have shown something sensible, right? But just say I want to kind of send that to my friend. All I have to do is watch again. And there you have it. Now we've got 2 people playing ridiculous videos on their phones. So again, a bit of fun, but NFC is kind of an emerging trend that we're seeing, and it's going to be really important in the future, so it's something to look out for. So that's it from me. I've gone way over time. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much.